A memory is a diary that we all keep with us. And in this case, the memories are of my grandma, Grandma Kate. In August 2005, my grandma passed away from an aneurysm unexpectedly. And unfortunately, there were things such as the fact that she lived pretty much 10 hours away from us. And we lived in Brushton, she lived in Long Island. There was obviously the times that we had visited her and she visited us, but I mean, like, those memories that I have are still there. Such as the memories of going to church with her because she was an avid Catholic, and the memories of her making us French toast and playing Clue when she came up, and my room magically being cleaned, which later I found out was her. But for some reason I thought it was totally magical that my room was cleaned all of a sudden when I came home. But it definitely, there's a lot of memories that, you know, that can't be replaced. But you see, after, like, pretty much a few years after my grandma passed away, I decided that I wanted to go down to Montauk, where she lived, and I wanted to work where she worked, which was a family-owned business, the laundromat. That basically, when I went down there, it kind of opened up this portal to, like, I felt like my grandma was there. And the whole reason of going down was that I just wanted to be close to her. I really felt like I needed to be close to her because I was really hurt when she passed away, and I just felt like it was time to go, you know, learn about her. And as I was talking to many people about her, they would tell me things that I didn't know, such as my grandma would walk the beach almost every morning, and then she'd go to work, and she'd bring in food for the girls to eat. She'd make these amazing dinners. She has a really good stuffing that everybody loves, that my father still makes today. And there was like a whole bunch of things that, just little things that, you know, you kind of still want to know. But when I was talking to this one coworker who had known my grandma for pretty much a long time, she had said, "You don't really know your grandma." And at the time, you know, it was like, thanks, you know, kind of like a slap in the face. But what I found out later is that she's right. I didn't know my grandma. And then this kind of opened up a door to, I want to know my grandma. And I don't want to be told again that I don't know my grandma. And I felt like that it was time to go through her things and try to find anything. Like, I was looking for a diary. I was searching for jewels or just something that she hid from people. I don't know. I was searching. Like, whatever, something told me, just go through your stuff. You're going to find something. And then I was going through her stuff. I found, like, you know, the traditional things that you'd find in things like clothing and photos. But what was interesting is as I was looking through these photos and things, I was learning more and more about her. And what I found was that she really was big on our family history. And we're pretty much, you know, she found the connections of how we were connected to Irish. And we do have some Irish cousins that she ended up getting a hold of, and she visited, and she got to go see them, and it was really amazing. And she learned a lot of new things about that. Like, ironically, the cousins that were over there, their mother passed away the same day as my grandma's mother in 2003, which was just really ironic. But like, there's a lot of things that I had read about. And there's, you know, letters, and pretty much she kept a lot of stuff. And as I went through, I saw, like, announcements, the announcement of when we were born, my brother and I, because we were her only grandchildren at the time. And unfortunately, she was not able to meet the two new additions to our family that are now, like, what, like 5 and 3 now, and it's unfortunate, definitely, but I just think it's going to be cool that I get to tell them a little bit about our grandma when they're older and ready to know. But it's just, as I was going through things, I realized more and more that she was like me, which was kind of funny because, you know, I was told I didn't really know her, but in the end, I kind of did. It was like, she worried like I did. She, you know, she didn't like people feeling her emotions, or she didn't want people to worry about her. And that's kind of how I am. I'd rather help people than they help me, and she was like that too. And so as I looked through, I found these drawings that she had drew, and unfortunately I don't have them all, but I would eventually like to get them when I go back. But my grandma drew. In all the years that I knew her, I had no idea until pretty much the day after she passed away, and we had to go through a few of her things because we couldn't go through everything. But the more and more I went through her things this time, I pretty much just like, you know, kind of like saw more and more drawings and realized that I didn't need a diary to tell me, you know, how she felt. It was like she put it in her drawings, and it was really interesting. And as you're going to see in here, there's this photo of this house, and what she would do is she'd take some cards, like greeting cards, and she would just follow, like just look at the card and then draw it. And ironically, that's how I draw today. So basically what I'm trying to say is that I've learned a lot, and I've talked to a lot of people that had known her, and what's interesting is I actually told somebody about what I was doing, and they said, maybe this is what your grandma wanted. Maybe this is kind of like her talking to you through her stuff. Like, and I guess what you don't know about me is that my grandma and I have connected, even though we can't physically talk, we've connected in a way where she's kind of like leading me through this path to look through her stuff and learn about her without actually talking to her.